Imagine being so attractive that people who see your face die on the spot. Would you consider this ability a superpower or a curse? Hello, and welcome to FlashFilm Recaps. Today, we are going to summarize 𝗥𝗲𝗍𝗲, the movie which was released in 2020. So, let's get right into it. The movie begins with a guy named Max, who is visiting a therapist. He tells the therapist about his problem. Max's face is covered with bandages because he claims that anyone who sees his face dies instantly. Max talks about the time when he was born, and the nurse who helped with his birth died instantly upon looking at his face. From that day forward, his face was covered with bandages. As expected, the therapist doesn't believe what he says and tells him to take off the bandages. Max tries to convince him, but the therapist is too stubborn. Max reveals his face, and the therapist loses his life instantly. Max's mom and dad arrive and take him home. They ask him if the therapist told him something useful, to which Max replies with a no. Max and his parents are seen at a dinner table discussing Max's future. They tell Max that he should go out and make some friends. He cannot live his entire life in depression. It isn't possible for Max to live the life of a normal teenager. When people see his bandaged face, they either think he is a serial killer or his face is burnt. Max is tired of this. He wants to live a life like a normal being, but doesn't know how. We see Max talking with his friend, who starts to ignore him as he is on his phone all the time. Max pushes his friend's phone out of his hand, and his friend hits him. We see Max and his mom at a hospital, with people staring at him, making Max uncomfortable. His mom notices this and asks him to bring a magazine for her. Max stands up and looks for a magazine, but doesn't find it. Instead, he meets a girl named Alex. Alex tells him that a magazine will not solve his problem. Max sits with his mother again, and Alex gives her magazine to him. Soon, Max finishes his treatment and returns home. His friend comes and apologizes for hitting him earlier, motivating him to go on a date. Max is not comfortable going on a date, but he gives in to his friend's advice. We see Max on a date with a girl named Erica, set up by his friend. As soon as his friend leaves, Erica becomes uncomfortable, and Max tries to impress her. He gifts Erica a napkin with her name on it, but Erica isn't impressed. Soon, a guy named Craig arrives, sits beside Erica, and recognizes Max as the person who kills people with his face. He asks Max to release the bandages, but Max refuses. Craig starts to bully Max and leaves. Max asks Erica if they can go on a date some other time, and she rejects him. Max becomes sad, and we see him on the edge of a bridge, planning to commit suicide. He looks at the water and wonders if he should jump, and Alex arrives. Alex talks with Max and tries to convince him. Max isn't willing to live anymore, and it's hard for Alex to convince him, but eventually she pulls it off and takes Max to a retirement home where old people live. She teaches Max about the importance of life and tells him that he shouldn't commit suicide over small issues. Alex's plan works, as Max enjoys her company, and his mindset changes completely. Alex and Max leave the place, and we see them walking together. Max asks Alex if they can meet again later. Alex rejects him and walks away. The next day, we see Max waiting on the road. Alex arrives, and Max notices her. He tells her that she missed her bus. Alex asks if he is stalking her. Max replies with a no. Since Alex already missed her bus and will be free for the day, Max convinces her to go somewhere with him, and Alex agrees. Max and Alex start to roam around the city and take a jelly bath. Max tells Alex about his condition, but Alex has already heard the news about a boy whose face kills people. Alex also shares her situation with Max. She tells him that she has a rare cardiovascular disease. When she feels any emotion, her body rejects it, and the size of her heart increases. The mass of her heart is measured every time, and she needs to take a pill every single day. Both of them chat for a while, and Alex takes Max on a movie date. They both enjoy each other's company, and Alex tells Max that she wants to live life to the fullest, and Max is her first friend. Max becomes really happy hearing this. They both talk with each other and laugh together. Both of them experience something they never experienced before. The scene shifts to Max and Alex on a bed in Max's house, having fun. Max's mom and dad arrive, and they treat Alex really nicely. Max and Alex return to the retirement home, where they notice an old lady named Rose waiting for her son to bring her pie for her birthday. Max, Alex, and another elderly woman play some games and invite Rose to play with them. They realize how sad Rose's life was. She wanted her son to visit her, but he never came. Alex, Max, and some other friends go camping. Alex and Max sleep together at night, and Alex tells Max that she wants to see him without bandages on his face. Max and Alex get inside the blanket, and Max asks Alex to close her eyes. Alex closes her eyes, and Max takes off his bandages. He puts bandages around Alex's eyes and lets her feel his face. Alex can't hold back, and she kisses him. We see Max playing video games with his friends, and he gets a call from Alex. He talks with her for a while. Meanwhile, we see Max's friend burning his hand, and Max takes him to the hospital. In the hospital, Max meets Alex and her mom, but Alex behaves weirdly. She doesn't even introduce Max to her mother, and Max feels really bad. The next day, Max meets Alex, and they both sit together on a bench. Max asks Alex why she behaved so weirdly the other day, and Alex tells him that she doesn't want to tell her mom about him, because her mother thinks having friends is bad for Alex's health. Alex becoming emotional could decrease her probability of living, and her mom is really sensitive about Alex's health. Alex doesn't want to make her worry. Alex and Max go to the retirement home again, and they meet with other old people. They see a Rose waiting to die. She is very sick, and is waiting for her son who will never arrive. Alex becomes really sad seeing this and gets a nosebleed. Alex shouldn't be tied to feelings, so she leaves immediately. Alex tells Max that he can help the old lady, who is waiting for her death and finding it hard. Alex tells Max that he should show his face to Rose and give her instant death to end her suffering. Max does as Alex said. He goes near her and releases the bandage from his face. The old lady sees his face and dies instantly. After that incident, Alex starts to ignore Max. She doesn't reply to his texts, nor does she come to visit him. This is very hard for Max to deal with, and he fights with his parents for the first time because he is unable to deal with the frustration surprising his parents. Max then goes outside with his friend and tries to cheer up a bit. He texts Alex again, but she doesn't respond. Max gets frustrated and decides to visit Alex at her house. He goes to her house and visits her, learning that her health is getting worse and she doesn't have much time left. Alex lied about her medicine to Max, and Max starts to have an idea about it. He tells Alex that her heart is getting bigger and is worried for her. Alex knows that being close to Max is only bad for her health. Max wants to make Alex feel good, so he asks her how he can help her. Alex tells him that she wants to dance with him. Both of them dress up in Max's house, and Max goes downstairs, but he didn't have bandages on his face. Luckily, his mother reminds him in time, and no one dies there. They both go to the dance party together and dance with each other. They both enjoy each other in their arms and continue to dance. Alex was enjoying the moment, and she suddenly starts to bleed. The condition becomes serious, and Alex goes to the bathroom. Meanwhile, Craig arrives there and starts to bully Max again. He tells Max to take off his bandages and show his face to everyone. Max doesn't want to do it and tries to resist, but Craig doesn't give up. He holds Max and takes off his bandages, allowing his friend to see Max's face. When Max's friend sees his face, he dies there instantly. Soon, the police arrive there and take Max with them. Max notices Alex was in a serious situation after that dance and was inside an ambulance. Max eventually gets out of jail and meets Alex. Max learns that Alex lied to him about the medicine. There was no medicine that could cure her. She really liked Max's company and wanted to spend some time with him, so she lied about her situation. When she was 4 years old, doctors told her that there was only a 16% chance of her survival. Max gets really sad and talks with Alex for a while. Alex asks Max to show his face to her, and Max gets mad at her and leaves. Max goes home and attempts to ruin his face. Max's mom stops him, and Max cries in her arms. Max was devastated, and his friend arrives there to motivate him. He tells Max that he needs to support Alex right now, and he cannot be frustrated on his own. Max takes his advice and meets Alex in the hospital. He shares a moment with Alex and asks Alex to close her eyes. He takes off his bandages, and we see that Alex had her eyes open. She didn't die when she saw Max's face. She became really happy, and her health got worse. She died on the spot, and Max realized something. He thought of using this power to get people out of their suffering. He started visiting patients who were waiting to die in the hospital bed, showed his face to them, and got them out of their misery. Well, that ends today's video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more content. Bye.